Okay, I may as well start. Hey. Mm. Okay, it is. It is more Godot night. More squint at what I'm doing night. Alright, I have everything mostly closed. Also, this has barely got to the 20,000th task and slightly beyond. Oh, hey, there, it actually did stuff. It like spat out stuff and changed its number. Oh, hey, it's actually doing things right now. I. It's actually vaguely moving. This has been building since Tuesday. It is now Friday night, almost Saturday. This is this is how long it's been building. It's been doing one package for basically the entire week. I would not be surprised if I had to wait until next Tuesday before it was done. That's how long this is. This has been going. Uh, let me make sure I can see my chat, and then okay, staying right now. So let's see. Let me switch to this one. I've changed the layout of my test map, so mainly so I can test jumping and my collisions. So you can just barely do two if someone like struggles on it. But you're better at doing one. And sometimes not even that. Whee. See, now you're sort of stuck. And here I can make it tricky. I changed the collision shape on him. Whee! Falling forever! Oh yeah! Oh, that's a funny effect. Let me do it. Oh, I just noticed you snapped the wrong size again. Stop it! Stop doing that. Anyway, I fixed the jump animation. See, if he's going down, he'll finally start snapping to the second frame instead of always snapping to it right away. Well, and it no longer does a flicker. I figured out how to do a not flicker. So, oh, come on, good dose. Just stop. It's like you can't use the snapping options or else it'll just go, I want to snap to this size. Like, no, Godot. I want you to be a specific size, please. Be this size. Be this size, please. Okay. I'm like still trying to make him work. See, I did fancy collision. It's very crude, but like he's got a collision shape. It mostly works. It works for the important bits. Oh, I could probably get rid of this now. I don't need it anymore. Yes. Also, it's technically got a slightly different name because I might have to change him into a state machine if I can't, like, make certain things work. So right now, I think I took out the trap animation, and with the struggles I'm having, it felt mildly redundant, basically. And I might only use, like, frame 1 here instead of bothering to do, the other two frames, which are technically the same frame, but in a position 0 and 2. Like, I have to even figure out how to do this. I'm thinking for some of these things, I'll basically... Wait, wrong spot. Let me swap to here. I'm thinking I'll basically just, like, stop the physics processing and make it just, like, freeze in place. So, let's see. I basically have to have a chain of ifs and elf ifs to handle directions or inputs in the physics, sort of, a little bit. Yeah, I said his collision to if he's disabled from it, then he'll be made static. I think move and slide has to be at the end of the physics processing to basically handle everything before it. So I don't know how it's going to work to try to handle, say, crouching or roaring when I technically need to like disable their movement. Let me see. Equals input dot get access well, okay, so let's see, what's my negative? I have to option 1. It's it's That's for 2 different ones. Okay, how about... Bricks. Okay, nope, Alright, project settings, input map. I could technically lock jump to a separate button that isn't like the movement sets. Okay. Yeah, okay. I kind of shot myself in the foot there, and I don't want to try and redo it. Okay, let's see. Input dot get axis. Okay, so jump is the negative axis, and crouch is the positive axis. So, jump is technically already handled. Right, because you're not used. If direction 1 is greater than 0, and is on floor, ow! Let's see. And then it's this right 2D dot animation equals crouch, and then velocity dot x equals move toward velocity dot x 0 speed. Yeah. The idea is that it should just like go, like stop moving around. Oh, wrong screen. I can wiggle him around, but he can't actually move. He gets a little mini hop sometimes. I think that might be a frame perfect thing, but okay, that's a collision thing then. Like he can sometimes register. Okay, yeah, because I think part of his collision's in his nose, so then it's allowed. He's allowed to technically like jump out there, but that's it. And look, he magically flips. Okay, that was an easier one to render than I thought. It kind of helps if we come and look at this, that crouch is just one animation. It's one frame. I don't have to do a play. It's just a swap to it. There it is. And let me make sure. Oh, well, I don't actually know that I want to disable that. I really don't know that I want to disable that. It actually feels kind of neat to do it like that. Like, no. No, I don't want to disable that. What are they on? Train sets, small trains. So these are all like layer 1. Oh wait, that's the navigation layers. My bad. Right. Alright, I have this plan. Tile sets are going, like, players and characters moving things are going to be like collision layer 1. The walkable things are going to be collision layer 2. Obstacles are going to be like collision layer 3. And that way I can keep it all like sorted out. Wow, I'm tired. Water. I didn't even have turkey yesterday, and I'm just like, blah. I mean, it should have worn off by now, but still, I'm all blah. And I tried to do navigation on the tile sets too. Well, you know what? Let me go to here. It goes zoomy, and open that other way. So, oh, I see. I can move the background in this stage. Okay. I have painted my entire tile set with terrains. Some of them you can barely see because I kind of picked a bad color. But others, see perfectly well. So, my thoughts. So Godot does terrain mapping kind of weird. Hey, I don't really need that. I should probably take those out. Anyway, Godot does it kind of weird. Basically, you have a center bit in all these tiles that determines what set it belongs to. And then around the edges of that, you have all your peering bits, which tells it how it's going to match. So, if you don't select a bit, then it's considered empty. You can technically leave the center bit missing, but then it'll either never use a tile at all, or it will take a wild guess, and more than likely if it tries to take a wild guess, Godot will get it wrong. So you don't want to leave it just as a wild guess. But when you don't leave it as a wild guess, then it won't it'll match empty to empty, because empty is considered a valid bit in actually it's considered a valid bit in most tile-based map makers. And then wherever it is considered to have a matching edge, then Godot will try to match it. Also, I think I need to open it here so that you don't see this sensitive stuff, because it is sensitive. I'm getting better about not showing the sensitive things. No. Let's do it over here. It's faster. Okay, do that. And okay, I open it, bring it over. Yes, now you should be able to see it. So in here, I have a grid turned on for this file name that splits it into its tile set. I've upscaled all the tiles to 64 by 64 because I am kind of dumb and I went way too big because I couldn't draw smaller for my first attempt. But here we go. The base tile size is 16 by 16, and this actually tells you how it's laid out. The other night I was breaking my brain trying to read it without forcibly showing the split between it all, so I got these sections like horrifically wrong because I was like, these little squares are the only ones that matter, right? It's just, it looks weird. It's all bundled out weirdly. No, all these dark lines matter. So, it's kind of thinnish, but these dark lines in here mark where it is actually an empty bit. Like you leave the sides empty for this guy. This guy only has a top and bottom having a match, so on and so forth. And then where you basically end up with little squares or half squares, that means that the corners are not matched there. Because you can match at corners, you can match at sides. You can have sets that will do both, or you can have sets that do one or the other. But usually, in most cases, you probably want to match both, especially in like a patch of trees, because then otherwise you're trying to like fix a patch of trees manually, and that would be no fun. I feel like I'm blathering without saying anything. That's how tired I am. Anyway, let's shrink this back down and... Oof. I don't actually want to show the frames. Let me show the camera so that it doesn't automatically pop that up. Okay, so we got the crouching done. I might... Okay, I do need to look at this again. So I've got that accounted for. That's if I lose all my health. I have my health variables in here. Max health is the maximum value it can be in a given level. Health is where it's at currently. And should never go above max health. Like, eventually when I get to that part, anything that would make max health go above, or no, that would make health go above max health will be erased. It'll, like, be capped at max health. I'll figure out how to do that. Now let's see. Eating, so this is technically supposed to be I get into the collision area of the food thing or the hunter, and he goes nom 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 nom. He gets score, he kills the thing, technically, and it goes bye bye. This is supposed to happen for at least one frame to indicate that that he's been hit because something else that wasn't like a obstacle hit his bounding area, his own collision polygon. See, this is accounted for. It's his default whenever he loads and whenever it's let's see. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Idle for not moving. I need to comment more of this. Let's see. There we go. That's actually an important note. You have to have this in there with the other one, otherwise it doesn't work. I kind of learned that the hard way. Let's see. So that's... yeah. Also, I tried to get the entire note to flip around. All I managed to accomplish was, let's see, first we managed to squish his horizontal scale so he was suddenly a stick, and then we managed to double his horizontal scale. That was interesting to see. And in both cases, we basically just made him walk backwards and forwards. He never actually flipped. So it's actually easier to flip-flop the two scales of the sprites and the collision polygon so that they're right instead of trying to flip the entire thing. Because it effectively manages the same thing. not helped by the fact that the node is scaled to double regular size. Nothing else is, though. It's all single scale. Like, I don't think, yeah, I could technically scale this out and probably get a bigger field of view, but I don't really need to. So, yeah. Yes, this I'm kind of proud of. Let's see, to do the comments. Alright. Yes. Let's see. Nope. I figured out that, you know what, I need to just actually manually handle checking our velocity. Because at least in 2D, it's easy enough. Negative values means you're going up. Positive values means you're going down, because Godot starts in the top left and goes right and down for positive, which means they basically go clockwise to almost everything else going counterclockwise for regular math. I mean, it works. So, let's see, and that's floppy. That's the same thing there. This basically, if you're not pressing something, it moves the value to 0, but it can happen really fast. So it looks like it's immediate. Depends. Okay. Might have to for Okay. Jumping we got obviously the walking. So the only other thing that needs a key press, since these two are technically with a collision, that's a collision trigger, is this. I want to try to avoid a state machine right now. See, so the order of processing is. Did I make a note of it? I'm not actually sure I did, but processing is like game engine stuff, then physics, then drawing, and then everything gets actually drawn and thrown to the screen and updated. Did I actually note it? He should be linked. Is he linked? I thought he was linked. Yeah, he's linked. He is technically linked. It does change to the start scene, but the start scene is bare bones right now. Because I don't have everything right now. I feel like I need more options here. I can't remember what else I need right now. More than likely, I will set the palette here, and we'll set the there was another option. Basically, I might set advanced options here if I don't plan to save them between games. And okie dokie, oh, hi, bad timing. I have to actually like go run to the little girl's room. Yeah, I have to be. Come on, wakey wakey. I have to be right back. turn! Not full of pee! Yay! Okay, right, let's get back to seeing if my brain can think any faster than this. It's going as slow as my computer. Speaking of which, hey, are you? Went a little faster at the end here. We're getting a little farther. 20,163 of 22,863. You're not going to be done till like tomorrow or Sunday or even Tuesday. That's right. Okay. I was staring at all this going, hey, how am I going to do the roar? And where? The important thing for us is that physics processing happens before processing. So we could probably, I think we can cheat a little. Func process. Yes, hello. I am serious. You ended up coming in at a kind of bad time because I had to very seriously run to the bathroom. I was like dancing on my seat. What am I going to do? Let's see. If input dot if input dot action, let's see, is no. Ah, shoot, I might need the slightly different one called input because I'm trying to find the input. Okay, let's see. If event dot is, there we go. Echo. Oh, no, that's a bool. If, actually, wait, gives me an idea. If that's a bool, process, okay, if input dot that is action pressed, roar dot is echo, then let's see, animated sprite 2D dot play roar. Cannot find. Oh, well, shoot. It's actually already, can I actually have it handled twice? Okay, if input dot is, should just press, I might be able to handle it like this. Okay. Let's see. That's Set, phase process, both. And wait, I shouldn't have to do that. That's else k dot set physics process true. That's a long shot, but let's see. That's what? Oh, okay. Well, it's like looping him. Oh. Oh. Let's see. This is never technically getting run. But what if we do else? What if we put it over here to set physics process true? The speed is DSL, only somehow even worse, especially if anyone is doing anything but streaming, or like if anybody else is awake and doing anything, then it sucks. If I'm doing anything but streaming online, then it sucks. Even just streaming, it sucks. I don't ever use Windstream unless you have fiber, and even then probably don't use Windstream because this is the worst internet speed I've ever had. Like ever. I I can stream, but like barely. All right. Let's see if I can make this. Hey, that works. Ugh. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Ah, yeah. If the collision is hitting anything else, then it will do a little jump. Otherwise, nope. Okay. And oh, okay. I better set this. And is on floor. Yeah, I better set that because otherwise it'll. Okay, is on floor only? Shoot. Just. It kind of flickers, but it is closer. Ah, shit, but it also disables it. Okay, I don't think that works. Might have to do it that way. Nope, it still freezes up. Ugh. To do one action, I might have to actually swap to a state machine to make it work. Ow! Why is the music so loud in my earballs? Why are you so loud? Why are you so loud in my ear holes? I don't want you to be loud in my ear holes. Stop it. Wait, it's not actually registering and is on floor, is it? Oh, hey, this is actually registering then. This might actually work. Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize I could have, I didn't realize I could have that in the process. Sweet. Okay, that fixes that issue, actually. Uh... Now, how do I make it stop looping? Because it's not set to loop in here. How do I stop it from looping? Let me move this so I can see chat. The game I am making is a little arcade game featuring a dinosaur for my daughter. Let's see. Let me get it to the correct node, and I shall shove it here, and I shall make it bigger! Yes. There's the little dinosaur. He jump. He do I jump. He can sometimes jump 2 tiles. Or like 2 tiles high, but that's kind of luck of the draw right now. I'm not good at drawing collision polygons. He just kind of floats down. Yeah, well, there's some things I am not about to try and fix. Because I don't know how to do it. Yay! He does a jump, he does a walk. I just figured out the crouching. He does a little hop out of the collision boundary if for some reason his collider is inside someone else at the time. He can do a magic flip flop 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 flip flop. He flip flops. And now I'm trying to figure out, hey, how do I stop him from looping his animation there? Let's see, we just looked this up. Hey, look! Let's see. This was earlier this year. Necessary bot no. Use is action just pressed instead of is action pressed. Oh, actually is on floor will work correctly if you have certain things you need to have done. Well, we can try adding just press back to this. No. Let's say that disables it because then up here. Okay, let's see. Just pressed. Yeah. Do we have to do it in both? Maybe. Just. See, that disables it. And worst case scenario, I will just add extra frames for that. Uh, no, I should just press jump. Okay. Well, that was it. I'm trying to avoid the state machine stuff because it kind of just feels like uh, hmm. Let's see. What's it called? That's the same machine. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Oh, wrong thing. 'Cause I need my update. Nope. Okay. Anyway, stretch data update. That might have been taken out. What's this one called? Let's see. We could always say here. Straight to d dot animation equals rar. Then the animation sprite dot frame equals animate sprite 2d dot frame plus 1. I don't know. Oh shit, wrong one. I need my test. Nope, it doesn't actually work that way. Ah! That's a undo by scene. But it's not doing it in the script. Play rar But, oh, rawr. There we go. And now we can take this line out because technically playing an animation also sets it. Or is supposed to? Or, I might actually need to. Making a game for child equals space. Like, you might be one of the only ones to say that because some other people think it is silly. But see it. The only other person who's come in here to chat does not think so. I think it's only been in, okay, some people might just be like a couple, but I don't remember them, so they end up being expended to some in my brain. I'm very tired. I don't know. What does that do? Right. Silly. Hey! That was the right answer. Just setting the animation was the right answer for some reason. Raw! 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 Oh yeah! Specifically for the child, let me make this big, big, raw, raw. He do a raw. There's no sounds at all. I actually need to deal with the sounds at some point across all the menus. But raw. Do a gold stingy rar. I don't even know why I imagined him just like singing in that. Just raw. Yeah. Okay. There's an entire screen just for yes. Press and hold. Roar. And I think that screen. Uh. Yeah, I managed to do that. Yeah. My original thing was supposed to be that you press any button and go RAR, but I don't know if that's actually a good idea. Why did it work properly here, but I can't make it do that here? I'm handling it in input instead of process here, and here I'm handling things in process instead of input because I'm cheating and relying on physics being done before processing, because like physics is tied to like the engine and CPU, and processing can technically be farmed out to the GPU because it's like drawing stuff only or updating backend values. Processing is basically anything that you don't have to use the physics part of the engine for, but you're also not necessarily drawing things, you're just updating them. I am definitely using some very fuzzy logic right now. My brain is... It is currently midnight for me. My brain does not want to work. My brain is going, hey, I think this is how things work. Oh, come on. Come on, web engine. Just build. Please, just build. Ugh. I do not like certain parts of KDE. It's mostly the building it from source thing. I would have just gone with XFCE, but they're not entirely Wayland based yet, so I didn't want to. Not like it matters because like half the junk that Qt depends on still ends up dragging in old X libraries as dependencies, even if they never get used again. Ugh, so annoying. So very genuinely annoying. Okay, so let me take a look at my list of animations. So let's see. Got that. That is when he loses health. I don't actually have that yet. I kind of guessed on how long it would take to play everything for that. He's got like a 3-second timer. That could also be for like playing sounds and stuff and effects. And totaling things. I don't know. But return has to be the end though, because that's like the end of the function. Okay, I do actually need to go ahead and handle dying. Okay. We're going to do it here. If else equals 0, on death. There we go. And everything should still work normally. Yeah. Rah! Huh. Odd. Yeah, it has entirely to do with how the collider tries to resolve itself to not be colliding or like clipping inside each other. I have knew enough to development that I wouldn't know how to fix it. I'm not sure I could fix it. Oh, hey! You followed me at some point. Well, thank you. For some reason, I can't get it to actually play the alerts. It's not like doing sound for the alerts in my... Oh wait, you know what? I bet... Yeah, I don't actually have monitor on, so I have to do like monitor and output. I always forget I have to do that if I want to hear something that doesn't actually come to me by default. Ugh. I've been doing this stream thing for like 3-ish weeks now? No, apparently like a month actually. I only just figured out. Hey, yeah, I have to. I don't have to like manually add you to roles because I still haven't figured out how to set up a bot. So I still haven't actually done it. Uh, I guess like let me know once you do actually get inside the Discord. It should dump you into the news channel, and then I can like manually give you the roles. I have just every time I think of setting up a bot, it's usually when I'm also busy with other stuff, so I can't actually finish it, or I'm fumbling around on a mobile device, and bots are best set up on desktop, and then by the time I get back to computer, I don't end up doing it. Basically, I keep actually forgetting to do some of this stuff. And then it just never happens. Until I think of it again, and then it's always a bad time again. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, just at least shove it in chat when you do join. Hopefully it won't be too terribly late. Brain. Brain, please work. I'm trying to do work. I'm trying to keep working. Check the... Hey! Hey, maybe the end will actually be a little faster. Come on, Ninja, go faster. Go faster! Oh, it might actually go faster now. Yay, me. Brain. I'm gonna stop trying to worry about that. Okay. So. Oh. Okay. Now, these last two are collision based, so I finally have the character made. Mostly. I'll have to deal with more of him once I, oh, you can go play the idol. Yeah, so, like I said, I have to, like, manually add their role because, oh, come on. Why are you not? Okay, I'll have to do it later, but I have to, like, I still have to set up a bot. And I have to, like, manually add you until the bot can do it. I am woefully behind on that. Okay. Discord, will you please just update that things have happened? Please? Come on. Come on, please. Please, you're not going to show for ages, are you? It couldn't even be because I'm still streaming, so it's like, no, you don't need to do anything about that. You don't get to do that on stream. Okay, let me focus. I will have to add any particle generators or shaders later. I have to deal with the collider stuff later. This might actually... Ah! Oh, come back here! Let's see, what do I want? Finder window. Give me my folder. Let's see. Let's go ahead and open year. Okay. I need to export sprite sheet. Oh, good. Constraints, source. Good. Whoa, oh, sprites. Huh? That's actually a little odd. What? No, I clicked sprite again. Huh. Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Ah. Somehow it didn't save to the... Ah. It didn't save right to this one. Or... What are you doing then? Ah, no. Okay, you're just like... You're actually all sorts of fucked up. I would say... So for some reason, Discord is not wanting to show anything. It's just like, oh hey! There, finally! Thank you. Open mod view. Roles. I'ma give you roles. Let's see. You get chatter, and you get artist. I should give you game dev. I shall give you all the non-mod roles. There. There, now everything should be there. Why did you take so long? Why did you take so long to do that? Discord, why? There. There, you should have things now. Yay. Meanwhile... Oh, no. Shit. What? Oh, don't save. You did things. Okay. Let's see. See, I'd actually manipulated this so that it was correct, but that was on my tablet, and right now I can't actually reach my tablet because it's acting like my second screen. Shit, 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 shit. What happened in here? Huh? There, there, yay, yay, we do things. Okay. Okay. Let me... No. Okay. How am I going to do this? Layer. Sprites. Select. All. Oh, no. Layer frame. No. What do I want? Okay. Copy. Okay. Okay, let's do a paste. Good, that does that works. Okay, let's paste here. But you're going to be... No! Control Z! Control Z! Ah! I did buy a sprite specifically to handle this. Ah! Control Z! Okay. Select. Deselect. Okay. Uh... Wait, let's see, if I make you visible, can I then move? Okay. Let me deselect and do that and hey, managed to do that. Yay, me. Okay. Good. Now we just have to recreate all that in the other ear. I don't know why it didn't actually save. Maybe I just forgot to re-export it. Sure, whatever. Okay, let's see. Grab this color. Grab this color. Grab this color and this color. Wait, oh, grab this color. Grab you again. Ah! Also, green. We don't need the transparency here because we're going to do a fancy magic trick. Okay, let's see. Pencil. Okay, mute you to sequence, do everything, do a copy, do a paste. Did you do a paste? Huh. Okay. Weird. Okay. Ah! No! Wrong! Wrong! That's, select inverse. Okay. Now you should be able to, copy. And on here, do a paste. Move this. Oh, god damn, no. Deselect. Okay. Now do a paste. Yay! Now it's not overlapping, and oh. Right. It's going to move the entire layer. Okay. Please deselect. In any case, let's see. Huh. Eyedropper. Get you. How about you? You? You. You didn't actually add you. Okay. So, let's deal with adding this. Huh. hope it's permissions. First, let me make sure you can actually post images in the art channel. I was dealing with permissions. I don't remember. Let's see. Let's make sure it can actually save. Yes, attach there. You will forcibly attach there. Okay. Because I don't remember if I did it right. Ah! Yay! Yay, original character. He'd be a dork. He'd be a dork with claw hands. Okay, let me edit category. Permissions. Events permissions. Forcibly allow the entire one to attach files. Yes, yes. Edit. No, permissions. Okay. And that means you should be. Yes, and you too. Edit channel. Add permissions. So that means you should have the yes. There. Okay. That is forcibly set. Now. Brain. Brain. Why do you hate me, brain? Okay. Let's see. So. I have to. I don't want to cut anything off necessarily. Looks like I'll have to really get the look though. Why is fake transparency hard to do? See. That. No. If. No. Do a Control Z. No. Okay. Uh, Am I doing too much? Okay. No. Go back a little. Let's see, because the bottom is going to be forcibly down. Nope, too far. Too far by a little bit. Yeah, trying to like unite it. Nope, nope, too far. A little too far. Okay, that's this is the dropper and pencil. Okay, now we do the erase. And we do We're going to leave his big old bunny ears out, though. He doesn't need to have those in there. Come on. Erase, 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 erase. Okay. Back here. Okay. Right, let's do magic wand. Wait. Deselect? Okay, let's see. And body? Okay, good. Alright, first, okay. Copy. No. No, let's see. No, do a magic copy. And select inverse. Okay, copy that. And paste. Right over. There we go. Alright. Deselect. There. Oop, cancel. Paste it the idle. There. Okay. First, save that. Second, let's see if we can actually do file export sprite sheet. Oh, that's a little different from. Actually, I probably can't just split it here on this. Let's see. Border tool. Tool. In each frame and the edge of sprite sheet. No. Let's see. Merge duplicates. Because yeah, one frame is actually like the same. And 2 spots, I can just reuse it. What do you mean? Why can't I export you now? To a horizontal strip. Oh, you are shitting me. I didn't realize you shut it down there. Ah, that's why. You just need to be food. Export. Okay. Let's see. Get you down. Let's see. Copy you. Cancel. Okay, no. Copy. Jump here, here, and here. Oh, you have to go to university. Have fun at university. I don't envy you at all. see, shitties and okay, do a control V. Yay, we did it. Okay, let's see. We fix that mess. Now we can make new one. Nope, come on. Other node. Let's see. Got to open this. Collision object. Physics body. Can't be moved. Okay. Can't be moved by external forces or contacts. Eh. Hmm. Okay. I have to take out some of the rest that's set up for the state machine because I don't seem to be using it here. Uh-huh. Uh. Okay. Okay, let me actually go back to script and set that. Hi, Zipper. I have someone in the Discord. Also, I have to like actually go set up my Discord. I need a role bot. I had to manually add the poor guy to roles. I can technically add you to roles too, because now I have a reason to have Discord stuff up. Yes, I can try to work on that now. So oh yeah, I have added a chunk to the physics process to check if I'm dead. I managed to let me just actually see. You can't run in that one, but Hayden, who's Hayden? I don't know. Let's see. I make beak, and look, I go up, I go stretchy. He flip around. Oh, and he perfectly fit into the space of one tile, even if it doesn't look like it. He doesn't move, obviously. And raw! I made it work. Oh, you're just singing that song. Okay. I can make him roar! Ah, raw! Raw! He just snaps back, but he's technically outside the physics processing right now, so what I plan to do is technically make him invincible in this state. He go all, yeah, I'll have to add a shader that, yes, roar! When he's doing this, he is invincible. He gets glowing mode to show it. I might even give him an intimidation factor that makes the hunters go, run away! Maybe, but okay, I better actually note that down. Let's see. Uh, and ours, there's run. Okay. He. There we go. Okay, and he is invincible. And see shader. Yeah. But it won't be the shader that makes him invincible, since the way I managed to make oh right, it's not active. Since the way I made this work was by let's see. Oh right, it's right here. Let me add the comment. Nope, wrong one. Uh yeah, so you can't actually see it, but when you're on the floor, you've just started the roaring and you're on the floor, physics processing is actually disabled. Godot basically has multiple things it processes in a given frame or tick. It does basically, at least for uh maybe? I don't know how I'm going to do that part yet. Give iframes while roaring. But to actually implement it, if the button has just been pressed and he's standing on the floor, then his physics processing is disabled, which is where the shader would come in. Because for the programming side, Godot first does a physics process tick, and then, depending on the frame, it will run the process function, and then it will it runs this on every frame. Physics is every tick, which is independent from the frame rate. So it disables its physics processing, relies only on its processing, which is basically everything that's not physics. In this case, while the action is pressed and he's standing on the floor, then the animation is set to roar, which means it plays through once and that's it. And if the button is not being pressed, then it just makes sure that physics processing is set to true. But the other reason this works is that I have set the collision mode when his processing is disabled to static. He doesn't actually process. He basically doesn't process any of his collisions or other physics things while he's in here. The only I might set him to remove if that doesn't actually properly work. But making him static should work. Well, you know, I can actually test that now with ah, huh, it just freezes him if he's bug. Buggy! I don't know how to fix that one though. Okay, so he doesn't fall out. I was actually half afraid that he would fall out, but okay. If he's this song play. Okay, this 1-9 Souls track sounds exactly like a chunk of Halo. Wow. Ah. Anyway. Okay, so I thought the collision would stop entirely, but I guess not. Okay, that makes it easier to work with. Since he's removed from the physics processing entirely, then we can, in fact, have him basically glow like he's invincible. What can I do here? Let's see. Node for NPC. Good though. What do I use? Da, 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 da. Uh, Oh, this is 5 years ago, so kinematic body is not in 4D, right? Godot 4. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this would. Okay, let's move back to 2D. Other node. Node. Let me make sure it's not going to. No. Okay. So collision object. Okay. That'll be used for the door. Ugh. Let me turn the music up in my earballs. Huh, neat. Huh. Also neat. And bones? Bones. Bones. So meant to be user controlled, so that's a little misleading. What it actually means is you can move it by code as well. Let's see. Rename. Food. Your name is now Food. Okay, so I'm not extending you. Nah. Script. Node. You do that. Thank you. Save things. Save you. Oh, I only happened once? Oh, that's nice to know. Let's see. You need to. Let's see. Add child node. Animated sprite. Let's see. Do the panning over. Okay. Sprite frames. So a friend of mine who's a developer found out I'm teaching myself to game dev in Godot, and he handed me an official game dev project he wants to be published eventually for me to collab on. Yeah, you get to help. You get to do the help. I want you to go in. Frames for spreadsheet. Food. Let's see. And oops. Do. Let's see. Add 2 frames. Ooh. Right, gotta scale you by transform. Oh, wait, 2. Right, the Okay. And banga, banga. Alright, add a new animation. Walk. Okay, and you two. Add the 2 frames. He squeeze it along. He doesn't care. He has to wait for me to teach myself that I'm a level 0 at it still. He said it's better than the project staying stagnant. That is fair. As long as you can both work on it, that's more progress than absolutely nothing at all. See, we want a new frame for Hurt. And you. There we go. So, I plan to just shake and rattle him around by some sort of code. Oh. Can I just either shake him or squish and squash him there without making another frame for it? Ow. Ugh. Yeah. Now I can have slime spawn. Okay. Let's see, save this to. Yes, wood. Oh, wait, wrong one. The currency. Oh, right. Okay. Add child scene. Okay. Boop. Okay, let's see. He do it, Jiggle! Yeah, he has no collision, so I just kind of flop over him. He does me kill him! Keep that. As fast as I am. Aww. Aww. You get that. He's so big and jiggly and squishy, and this is why he has food. Now I have to code him. Rick, I have to like. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, I have to program him, and then I have to program Dino eating him. Ugh. All the steps I have to do just kind of like keep multiplying. Okay, food. Yeah, you go that way. Oh yeah, I kind of need to. Let's go ahead. Child node, collision. Let's try collision shape first. And let's do a circle shape. Transform scale 2. Scale 3. Nope, this won't work. Yeah. Okay, add child node. Go back. Collision polygon 2D. So, come on, don't do that. Build mode segments. Oh, actually, no difference. Okay, let's see. Yes. And we'll leave out your earsies. You kind of want a rough semicircle-ish shape around you. There we go. Now you have collision. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's jump up and jump up and jump up. Hit it. Now we stand on him. Oh, hey, cool. Okay, collision, safe margin, that's okay. Let's see, I need to set. Okay, so, right, that is. Okay, collision, but you check everything. You are a character, so you are on layer 1. Oh, yes, go to bed. Go on to bed. Go to bed and get the sleep. Ugh. Hour-long commutes are hell. I hate hour-long commutes. I practically have one in my morning. Because, unfortunately... that's louder. Unfortunately, traffic is painful out here. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't die. Useful advice for us all. Don't die. I don't have commands! I don't have commands! I basically have nothing! I basically just can't get up when I go to sleep. I don't want to get out of bed kind of person. But I understand being a night owl. Anyway, bed, go, shoo. Actually, to help enforce it, I will take a break so I can, go check on the husband. Yes. Off I go. Come on. Yes, do a break. We're back, I think. Okay, let's see if we can. The more I add, the more I have to actually work on all at once. Anyway, you've got your collision shape. You don't move around, but you have your collision shape. Ah! No, I want to move. I want to wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. Let's see. Dang it. Come on. Okay, tiles. Do an erase. Okay. Take off the erase. I said take off the erase. Let's see. Train 0. Let's make a really, really, really big track. Okay. Let's give you something to run on. Okay, let's do that. What did I say Diamond could run through? Okay. 3. Okay. Let's see. Can't fit through there. Shit. Your dimensions are awkward. You can only jump up 2 tiles, but let's see, you need 3 tiles. But you only jump up 1. You jump across 4. Good. See. Hmm. To be able to escape. Let's see. Oof. Okay. So, bunk. Let's move you. Let's see, let's... Dang it, come on. Do a clicky. Okay, so that doesn't work. Right. Okay. So you need at least 4 in order to safely jump. Okay. Wee, wee. Okay. Oh, wait, that's a move. Josie? Okay. There we go. Nice and smooth. Ah. Okay. There we go. Me do the panning. Okay. Feet floor. Soft slopes outside. Okay, got the collision, transform. I'm gonna look up. Let's see. Tile set navigation layer. Good though. Let's see. Did I even set it up right then? Using navigation layers. Okay. See. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy, there's a whole thing about navigation. RTD scene. Get okay? Oval navigation area. Then you bake it. Find the area where an actor can stand and move with its center. Huh. Huh. Hmm. Oh boy. Okay, I'm tired enough. I probably do actually have to call it early. Plus, kiddo had woken up crying at some point, so hubby is helping with that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Shit, except I just opened my soda. Hey, wait, you actually are almost done with the, you're almost done with 21,000 interactions and tasks. Almost. For a relative value of almost. Like, 227 or so tasks away from 21,000 done, as I rolled my entire desk and computer. Thankfully not the one that's building that damn engine. Ugh. I swear if I decide I want to try doing any development of Godot stuff on this little laptop, it would have a faster time building on there than it does right now. My god. This has been a waiting for this one singular package to build has been an exercise in patience that is like long overdrawn. I am seriously debating if I really do want to bother continuing to work on Godot stuff right now because I hug my brain. My brain. I feel like I'd have to build an actual level and then figure out how to make spawn points. And I guess you can look it up. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Next spawn points. Good. Spawning monsters. Spawn points help. Let's see. Okay. Spatials. Relevant spatial, what? Relevant spatial, unfortunately, even I don't even know what you're talking about, and you just kind of didn't actually answer. That kind of got mangled because you didn't do it as the right thing. In front of blue zones. That's a lot of stuff. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. Hey, this actually might help. 3D Quest usually has some decent help, even if it's like super old, like this. It's from 2020. Probably when there was still Godot 3 as the primary version. Let's see. Visible position that creates instances. Actually, this is all by a position. Do we still have the equivalent of a position in here? Resource script add child node. See a pos the that's the navigation agent. It's pathline to a position while avoiding obstacles. Okay. Not quite it. Canvas layer. Nope. Status indicator. Huh. Okay. Oh, it's not implemented on Linux. Boo. 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 Boo, I say. Boo. Okay. Let's check under Node 2D then. Area 2D, that's text entering or exiting. So now it might work for a spawn, but like listening more than anything. The marker. So it's a hint. The mesh instance. No. Multi-mesh. Huh. Can convert a sprite to a mesh. Neat. Application link. Okay. Navigation obstacle. Navigation region. Parallax 2D. Huh. Next background. Huh. Path. Huh. Okay. Remote transform. Let's see. He used to update stuff. Okay. Neat. So that's visible on screen. Eh. Okay. This might be neat. But recast, remote transform. Okay. Let's see. Position to the node in Godot 4. It clearly changed. But to what? Where's the position 2D no go? Yes, this is a good thing. Rename to marker 2D. Oh! Oh, it is the marker. Okay, I don't want to close the entire window. I just want to minimize it. Oh, so... Okay. Whoa! Look, it actually displays the cross at all times. Neat. It's probably helpful if you have it disabled for some reason. Okay, so you would that. Let's see. Do. Huh. Charge one. And the spawner 2D moves, its children also move. Let's see. Hardware spawn scene. Okay, so that's what spawns. And then spawn is the scene instance, and then you spawn the child, or rather added, which is the actual spawn. And then you you set the newly spawned thing to the top level, and then its position gets moved to where it is, which is usually going to be its ID of 0. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this is Godot 3. Because new Godot 4 courses. Like, some of it is updated, but not necessarily all of it. I really should go through GD Quest at some point. I think I'm somewhere between buying time and trying to finish my soda. Also, my brain just halfway doesn't want to do anything anymore. Burpee. It like kind of wants to be done with all this. And just like not. I guess now the thought is, do I consider actually doing this? Do I try to start on it tonight, or do I swap my category to just chatting and like sit here babbling. Going babble, 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 babble. The rest of the night. I've got a different solution. Let me go back to this. So I'll probably still be up myself a little to. Oh wow, my bitrate dropped. I'll probably be up a little longer myself to just like finish my soda, but I'm probably gonna just go ahead and end stream. I can't think. I don't actually want to sit here doing nothing but babbling. So, oh, I could probably also take the time once I get off stream to actually try to set up a bot to do shit. Yay! So, yes, that means I'm going to now proceed to kick you out to go play. Go play, kids. Or go sleep. Probably go sleep. Bye!